Hi, friends. We have a special holiday coming up in a couple days, and it has something to do with this thing that I'm holding in my hand. Now, yes, it is just a balloon, but I drew some things on the balloon. I drew some land because my balloon is all blue for the water. So what do you think this is a picture of? If you said our planet or Earth, you are correct. So there's a holiday coming up this week, and it is called Earth Day. And if we were still at school, we would be celebrating Earth Day and talking about it in science class and learning about our Earth and its landforms and how to take care of the Earth and some nature. So I thought I would post a few videos that have to do with science and Earth Day and give you some things that you can also do at home. So for today, we're just going to read a story, and it is called Let's Celebrate Earth Day. And Earth Day comes on Wednesday, April 22nd. All right? So it says, reduce, reuse, recycle, ride the bus, conserve water, save energy, endangered animals, precious plants, think globally, act locally. A multitude of messages encourages you to treat our Earth with respect. What day is it? It's Earth Day. What is Earth Day? Earth Day is a special day to celebrate our planet. All across our continent, people do projects to help preserve and protect the Earth's animals, plants, and habitats. Some people clean up parks and playgrounds. Others bike to school and work instead of riding in a car. Some people pick up trash along beaches or rivers. Others plant trees. Schools have environmental fairs and projects. When was the first Earth Day? The first Earth Day was celebrated on April 22nd in the year 1970. There was a former U.S. Senator from Wisconsin, and he decided that the best way to save our planet was to teach people ways to protect it and conserve it. So he created Earth Day for people to learn about why it's important to take care of our Earth and how to take care of our Earth. Did you know that there are ways you can take care of your Earth? Even though you're only 5 or 6 years old, there's still some things that you can do. Did the first Earth Day make a difference? Yes, it did. It made people more aware that our air was being polluted by smoke from factories and trucks and even cars on the road. They also learned how water was being polluted, which was causing the fish and other animals in the water to be sick. Earth is the only planet we know that has life on it. Each day, thousands of trees are cut down in America. Each year, Americans throw away 200 million tons of garbage. That's about 1,500 pounds of garbage for every man, woman, and child in the United States. One thing you can do to help take care of the Earth and get rid of some of the garbage is to take a walk with your family. Bring a garbage bag to pick up any trash along the way. Now today, since we are home and we are supposed to stay inside and be careful when we go outside, you could still pick up trash only if mom and dad has rubber gloves or gloves of another kind, like winter gloves, something you can wear to protect your hands. It's always good to be careful of picking up other people's garbage that you might see laying. Like at school, we're up on the parking lot playing at recess, and a lot of times someone will bring me a piece of trash. It's great that you want to pick up that trash, but you also have to remember that that is dirty, has germs on it, so you have to be able to clean your hands right away. We have to be especially careful with germs right now. So if you want to help pick up trash around your neighborhood or anything, make sure you have something to protect your hands. Don't just go pick up something and hand it to mom or dad. Okay? All right. What is an endangered species? What do Florida panthers, whooping cranes, northern spotted owls, and green pitcher plants all have in common? They are all endangered species. Endangered species are plants and animals whose populations are so low they can become extinct. That's another big word, extinct. That means that if an type of animal is extinct, that means there aren't any more of them. So they have been taken away or they have died. They are no longer going to be living. So they are what's called extinct. Once a plant or an animal is extinct, we will never see it again. It is gone forever. Early in the 1900s, millions of passenger pigeons flew through our skies. People said it took hours for a flock to pass overhead. They were hunted for sport, and many people were surprised when one day there were no more passenger pigeons. Today, with more than 6 billion people living on Earth, plants and animals are having a hard time finding a place to live. The loss of their habitat is the most serious threat to their survival. We did talk about habitats when we learned about animals back in the beginning of the school year. Do you guys remember what a habitat is? It's a place where the animal lives. So the story is saying that there are so many people now in the world that the places where the animals live are becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. So they're losing their habitat. They're losing their place to live. These are some cute jokes, little Earth Day jokes they have in here regarding about animals. What is the dirtiest word on Earth? Can you guess? Pollution. How does the ocean say goodbye to you? It waves. I thought that was cute. What should you leave in the forest? Your footprints. What goes through a forest and never makes a sound? A hiking trail. Those are cute. You'll have to tell them to mom and dad. Should we protect every plant and animal? No. There are some plants and animals that do more harm than good. These are alien or invader species. They are not from outer space. They are from Earth, but they are out of place. Fire ants are not native to America, yet billions of them have invaded the southern states. Originally from South America, fire ants have moved into North America and forced out the other, gentler ants. How do these invaders get here? Humans travel the earth from the Arctic to Antarctica. Sometimes these alien species hitch a ride in the bottom of the boats or in cargo ships, and sometimes people bring plants and animals from one continent to another on purpose. When these invaders find a home they are often the winners, and the native plants and animals are the losers, which means these species that aren't that good for us kind of take over the good animals or plants, and then they're here and we lose the good animals or the good plants. Why does it matter so much where a plant or animal lives? It matters because all of the earth is connected. A native species is getting crowded and it may endanger something else that needs to survive. Leafcutter ants have a partnership with fungus. They carry plant material back to their nests and chew up the leaves and flowers, which becomes food for the fungus. The leafcutter ants eat the fungus. Neither the fungus nor the ants can survive with one another. Here's some more Earth Day riddles. Where do crocodiles keep their money? In the river banks. What can roar but does not have a mouth? Fire. What has no feet but can run? Water. Ha 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 ha. Let's see. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. Those lines were written by a poet. Do you know how true they are? Even though 70% of the earth is covered by water, almost all of it is salty. If all the water in the world were put into 100 cups, you could only drink 3 cups. Most of the Earth's fresh water is trapped in the polar ice caps and in our atmosphere. Only 1% of the water on Earth is available for us to drink. Most of our fresh water comes from lakes, streams, and rivers, and water underground. So much of our water is polluted or dirty. Most of the fresh water we use is flushed down the toilet. Wetlands help clean polluted water and prevent floods. Don't leave the water running while you brush your teeth. One person can make a difference. So even though there's lots of water, when we look at the earth, there's all this water around our land. However, it's ocean water, which means it is salty water, which means it's not the best for us to drink. So we have to be careful with how much water we use so we do have enough water to drink. So we shouldn't take a shower for an hour because that wastes a lot of water. We shouldn't run our water when we're brushing our teeth because that's wasting water. We want to have enough water to be able to keep our hands clean, especially now. So we want to be careful how long we're letting the water run and just go down the drain because we're wasting it. Why is garbage a problem? You eat a burger and fries at a fast food restaurant, and walking out, you toss your wrappers, containers, straws, and napkins into the trash bin. Think about hundreds of thousands of people just like you doing that all over the world. Where does all the trash go? Most trash is buried in the ground. The solution causes money and pollution. What can you do? Buy less things. use less things. Energy is saved and pollution is prevented when you recycle what you do buy. So they're saying instead of throwing away the cardboard box that came in the mail with your package, save that cardboard and use it for something else. The water bottle that you drink out of, save it and use it for something else. There's lots of different uses for these things. When you draw on the piece of paper and you mess up, instead of throwing it away, turn it over and draw on the back of it. All right. And we're at the end of our story. So there's a couple quotes here. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Does that sound familiar to you? That was from the story of the Lorax by Dr. Seuss, which we read during Dr. Seuss week at school. So, Earth Day is when we think about the earth, think about how we can care for it and keep it clean and take care of the animals and the plants, because the earth is the only place we have to live, so we have to take care of it. So I have a couple more books and some activities that I'll be posting to go along with Earth Day. I'm sure if you Google Earth Day on the computer, you could find lots more information and stories to look at. It's a really good day to think about the place where we live. All right? See you next time.